Ah. What's up, Beardy? Happy Mola Monday. What's up, Heslo? Kefnet, good to see you. Madman. I can't quite read that. What's wrong with my freaking eyes today? How'd I get Madman out of Zerma Demendoit? What's up, MBX? Is this one ready to fall? Yeah, this one's ready to fall. Man, people are freaking struggling. What's that first team? So don't we just cleave that? What'd you do, Kawhi? Did you cleave it? Oh my god, that's terrible too. Yeah, I mean, right? Moon Bunny was the correct play, but why not Saria? Am I missing something, guys? Have I seen Ash showing the video of someone's 500 speed Hilvy? No, that would give me a complex. I don't think I'll watch that. What's up, SC Warrior, Bellcock, MBK, Spectre, Crace Zero, I see you, Yo Maddie. How you guys doing today? Juan Enchilada, Adam, Jacko Valentine. Okay, so the bottom team we just cleave the shit out of, right? So let's just murder the bottom team. But the top team, somebody tell me what I'm missing here. Because I feel like it's just Moon Bunny to make this useless. And then Saria to make this useless. And the fact that she's on Yuna's artifact to make this useless. And then just a +1 who could literally be anybody. This jumps to mind. Where are you, girl? Am I missing something? Doesn't this just destroy this team? No, I'm not going to put Hua on symbol. I got Saria for that. Okay, let's just kill it. There's that. Oh no, damage. And then Moon Bunny makes everything else go away. What's up, Schlong Dolphin? And I do this, and that pisses off my Hua Young, who then goes and kicks their highest defense unit right in the face. Blammo! And then we can S3. Blammo! We eat one counter, nobody cares. This happens and nobody cares. And then we push this button. And then we flip the enemy the bird. And then you die, and you especially die. Why was this team so hard? Why did half of my guild throw a green shield on this? It's like Guild Wars 101. I was waiting for the big drop, the thing that I missed. Thought Saria was bad. She's really good with the changes to Moon Bunny. She's one of the easiest cleaves into Renak when you're fighting the AI. I even used her a bit in RTA this season. On release, she was mid as fuck, but after some of the changes, Some good things happen to her, and we just push you up. Oh my god, are you still on the wrong artifact? You are not. Good. And that means everything is dead. Oh my god, I thought she was going to live there for a second with that proof of freaking valor. Gunther better than Saria. Woo! Okay, Hale. What do we do to you? I hate everything about these defenses. We'll come back to this. In fact, let's slide over here. Okay, so bottom's dead. What about the top? Same freaking thing, right? I mean, the only difference is it's Mort instead of Setska. I think we just do this. I'm a new player. Is Harsetti good for PvP? I got her in 4 summons. Congrats on winning the game, Toast. She's one of the better PvP units. So much so she's probably one of, if not the most pre-banned unit in the game. So yeah, people are starting to be in situations where they feel like they need to let her off of the chain to ban other units. But you'll be able to make some gains with her. Hey, so what's up? Yeah, later. Not right yet, though. But yeah, congrats. She's pretty damn good. And if you pick up the new unit, Nodos, she might actually work really well with him. Flip him the bird, Saria. I don't know why people put Renak on defenses anymore. It's just kind of crazy. So you might get a chance to play her. Might. Not against me. Oh, shit. We didn't kill Mort. 30,000 health, Mort. 30,000 health, Mort. And of course, Fear being a right side buff is not going to wear off in time, is it? Okay, good. Moon Bunny at least gave us a mulligan here. Let's get rid of this. Kick. Maybe you could take a freaking nap. Lovely. What's Burn do here? Just gonna wake her up. Fine. Let's go for the dual attack here. Pop. Ow. Leave her alone, you mean ass dragon. Yo, Amaryllis, thank you so much for the sub, buddy. Forgive me, I'm absolutely wrecked because it's government mandated stealing of a hour of my life force a day, so I don't know. I'm here and somehow awake. Thank you for the sub, buddy. I appreciate it. What are you guys showing me here? What's this? Oh, is that in theory? Well, what is this? In theory, what a doubling of Nodos will do? You're not going to convince me that this unit's good. Oh, wait a minute. This is no, this is raid stats. Is this the Hilvy, Beardy? Holy freaking crap. It's a 500 speed Hilvy? There's no justice in this fucking world. What do you got, Kefnet? Bow of Grudges. You know what? I mean, the speed is nice. Who's going to wear this, right? Not a lot of Warfare set units want this, but the speed is really nice. You know what? Just take it and run, man. Just take it and run. That's high-speed Warfare pieces are pretty decent value. I must believe in Notos. I want to believe. I really, really want to believe in Notos. He is the coolest damn thing to hit Epic 7 since Bystander or since Summer Hua Young on a jet ski. So I really want him to be good. Hey, congrats, BB. Very good. Shit. You guys are immune. Does this strip? I can never remember. It's not strips. I'm just gonna go with the S1 for some strippages, and maybe it'll go into the second attack, and it does. Pop. Oops. Oops. I should have just S3'd. I actually double pumped her, and it might have cost me the freaking fight. Don't die. Whew. That was a little terrifying. But at least Freerin will die, and that'll give me the follow-up attack, and hopefully that's enough to take out that maid Chloe before she brings everybody back. Fuck! It's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough. I'm doing okay, I just misplayed it. It's gonna be enough. How dare you doubt Strays? I saw you out there. I saw you putting out those negative waves. You almost had me. You almost had me. Stray's too good. If you had to choose between the new Kali and Nodos as a new player, what's the verdict? Well, I mean, there is no choice. Nodos is pulled with Mystics, and the new Kali is pulled with regular bookmarks. So unless it's like I'm totally out of resources and I can only afford the money this month to buy the new ones, then I guess at that point I would probably pick up Kali. But that's the nice thing about those two is you don't need to choose. But honestly, I would not pull either. Go on, ask me why. Why should you skip Notos and Kali? At least for now. Anyone? Bueller? You don't have info on the next powder shop rotation. You don't know the impact of the balance patch changes. You don't know what limited unit is rolling in, right? What was the last limited unit? Post it in chat. Last limited unit. Anybody remember? Most recent limited unit. Yeah, see, people aren't spamming it super fast because Hecate was all the way back in January. When was the last time you remembered Smilegate going like 3 months, 2 months, 2 months, much less 3 months, without dropping a limited hero on us, right? There was no limited hero in all of February, and there was no limited hero in all of March. You think April's not going to have a giga limited hero in it? You think we're not going to see maybe the new Biblis? Maybe, there's like 1,001 different new limited heroes. Maybe a collaboration? I know that's crazy talk, but like, when do collaborations normally happen? Go back and look at the history of collaborations. When do they normally hit? April, late March to early May, that range. I'm not saying a collaboration's coming, but I'm saying if a collaboration is coming, it's collaboration season. It's a very least limited season, and you're going to go and pull a non-limited RGB hero that you can wish list on day one and then be out of resources? Hell no. Trust me, this is what you're going to do. You're going to save your bookmarks. You're going to let everybody else grab that Kali unit and go nuts with it, right? Because hear me out. Why do you want this unit? Why do you need her so fast? Are you like, oh, I need her for RTA because I need to be able to flex on people during preseason. You know what? Guild Wars is in preseason. I totally need that unit to flex on people in Guild Wars. There is no necessary. This is the downtime. This is the RTA season has just ended. If you guys did well, you're popping in and collecting your frames and skins, right? You're getting this stuff done, and now you get a little of a break. And we need a break because you know why? Because they're changing the imprint system, and there are all of these units, every single one of them is a crit chance imprint. a self-crit chance imprint. And I know y'all got to rebuild your Enots, so you got a ton of account work to do, fixing your gear, getting yourself ready, and regearing your account. And you don't need a competitive hero right now. You can totally coast on Nodos, you can totally coast on Kali, you can totally wait and see what's happening next. Kali's banner's what, 3 weeks long? See if maybe by the end of it we got a little bit of a teaser as to what's coming next, a little bit of a hint as to what the limited unit's going to roll our way, and then maybe you can be like, God damn, this Tristen guy, he was right. I sure am glad I saved. I'm going to put that Kali on my wish list, and I'm going to pull hard for my Jujutsu Kaisen Chainsaw Man Nier Automata freaking collaboration Biblis unit that's coming sometime in the near freaking future. So that's my advice to you. If you want to go ham on the new units, go ham on the new units. I've had people message me losing their damn minds over this event shop, right? People are like, Tristen, I gotta know. All of these points, are they going to carry over? Will I be able to use these points? Should I just buy out the shop now? Or should I save these points for the part 2 of the crafting event? Because I don't want to lose these points. Who cares? Who cares? Dude, this starts on 3/12 and the shop is open for another 23 days. A whole ass, almost a month left in the shop. That tells me that these coins are not going to go away on the 12th. So wait until the 13th, and if you can use those to craft the new piece, great. And if you can't, if there's a brand new currency for crafting the new piece, you can still spend the coins here. I would expect there to be a new currency. And you use the coins here because it would be weird that like on the 12th, bam, everybody gets their piece of gear. That would seem weird to me. They want you to log in every day and grind, but maybe they do. Maybe they do. But again, who cares? Yeah, 20 speed piece of gear is nice. I'm not denying that. What do you need it for? Are you climbing RTA right now? Are you trying to get your Guild War tournament? Are you trying to get your guild score up during preseason so that you can, oh, I don't know, be practiced for when the real show starts up in a couple of weeks? Is there some brand new PvE I'm unaware of that you need god tier gear? You can wait. You don't have to go nuts on this crafting event. What will be, will be. Let it sit. And if you want to get your 20 speed piece a week earlier, 2 weeks earlier, great. And if the currency doesn't carry over and you buy out the shop, fine. But don't panic about it, guys. Don't be in a hurry. This is a nice time to sit back and relax and not be panicked about the game, not have to make snap decisions. It's a good time to wait and see what's coming next before you invest your resources. And unless you're like me and you have a button pushing compulsion, then yeah, pull day one, swipe that card, whatever it takes. But for the rest of you, the smart ones, the people that aren't smooth brain cleavers, just sit back, relax, watch the game unfold, and make good decisions. So that's my advice, man. Take the tinfoil hat for what it's worth. That's my advice on how to play Epic 7 for at least the next 2.5 weeks. Savvy? When do you think Hecate and Sigurd will get a rerun? Probably in 9 to 11 months. At the earliest. And I know that sucks, but that's kind of the theme of it. They usually, that's how they engender FOMO, right? They're like, oh, limited banner, you better get it now, because if not, you're fucked for about a year. If they release them earlier, people might be like, I'll just catch her on the next one, and they don't spend. So that's a shitty nature of limiteds and gacha games. Hecate will get a rerun in Skin in summer. It's a beautiful thought. And it's good to have dreams. So I'm not going to crap on that. Save the cheerleaders, save the world comp. I'm not looking forward to Harsetti plus Notos and Guild War. You drop a Zeo on it, like drop a Zeo or drop a Young Senya or like anything else to get turn advantage, and then you stun, push back, or not push back, you stun or reset. Throw it. I think Notos is going to see a resurgence of Knockwall. You get Knockwall on there to reset his skills, and then he sits there like a lump on a log until he's dead. But if he gets a turn, he will destroy things, and there's going to be two camps of people out there. The people who fight stupid people who are going to say Notos is the most powerful unit in the game, and the people that fight people who are skilled at RTA who say this guy is absolutely useless in competitive play. And then there's the people who don't play RTA who be like, this guy is God's gift to Arena and Guild Wars, which seems kind of true. I feel like Harsetti Ili Notos could be annoying. I still think Luas and Knockwalls are going to see a resurgence because there's nothing in the language that says you can't reset his skills. You just got to seal and then push them, no? Yeah, unfortunately, you can't seal your own units. It would be really cool if they came out with a unit where you could seal your own teammates, right? Everybody out there like, I'm going to seal not Fire Charlotte, I'm going to seal my Mort and crit people when I step on them. God, can you imagine? Notos is insanely cool looking, and his VA is amazing too. I'm a huge Notos fan. Oh, let's see. How's this frame look on my pupper? I'm a little worried the colors are not going to mesh well. Not bad. What do you guys think? Not the best looking frame. Yeah, we'll leave it up for now, but we'll definitely have to push hard next season because I'm not a huge fan of this frame. I bet it would look really good with CPP. Hey, speaking of CPP, will we ever get Dishay or Ilrios? I mean, you've got Dishay, right? He's... I mean, for all intents and purposes, there's DJ. Canonically, right? He is the Christian Jesus to the Christian God, effectively, right? Same but different. Should I grab Gifted Pen before it disappears the shop? I do have Ruiza. It's okay on Ruiza. It's probably her best in slot, but she's not a very good unit, and that artifact's not usable on anyone else. I think I would just wish list it if you really want it. I think it's skippable. Some people say it's pretty good on Elegos. I just think there's better options. I mean, it's not that it can't be used, it's just there's better options. Tristen, are you going to try this combo? I'm not sure I want to sweat. I mean, I can. This is all about cheating the extra turn off of Freerin, right? Because at the end, she'll S1 into an S2, and both of those will count as the giga damage at the end, right? I mean, it's nothing special. It's just cheating her extra damage. Let me look. If I'm out of top 100, maybe I'll do it, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that comp out. It's same exact comp, you just gotta speed tune it and time it so that Freerin's ready at the end. Did I get knocked out? I'm still ranked 61, so I'm not feeling terribly motivated. What are the big changes that are coming? I mean, guys, first of all, crit chance is going up 1.2%. So all of these heroes that you use, all of them. Here, let me make it really stand out. Every single one of these heroes is a crit chance self-imprint. And if you're using them from frickin' Commander Lorena all the way up to frickin' Ran, if you're using these heroes, you probably are going to be over-critted as of Thursday. And that means you're going to probably need to regear damn near your whole account to account for the crit chance change. So be ready for that. And also the balance patch change goes into effect on Thursday. And we know we're getting a Bologna exclusive equipment, and we also know that exclusive equipments come in twos. So who is the other ML5 that's getting an exclusive equipment along with Bologna? So that's going to change up some stuff, because every once in a while the exclusive equipments kind of fall flat, and other times they're like Ahmed's exclusive equipment or Strays' exclusive equipment that radically change the game. Yeah, what if Zeo gets an exclusive equipment that gives him, like, I don't know, ignore damage share or something, so you can just straight up raw S3 things and activate Blue Sez's and Closer Charles's. So yeah, I'm going to be spending most of the week regearing my whole damn account, getting ready for these changes. And not just the changes from the stat changes, but the changes from the balance patch that's rolling in. And I guess we'll find out, what, day after tomorrow, what the maintenance balance, or what the maintenance patch has for us. Because remember, maintenance patches... Yeah, maintenance patches typically are the beefier ones, right? They got more stuff in them. And this maintenance patch is the last maintenance before a whole version change that's happening on April 1st. So they've got to close out the Ruiza Notos Kali story and give us all the rest of that lore before we roll into whatever the version change in April is for a brand new story. It's sleeping right now. Consider this the calm before the storm. You know, they say March rolls in like a lion and rolls out like a lamb. Exact opposite in Orbis. It's gonna be nice and calm and quiet. I mean, we got the lots of changes, lots of regearing, lots of stuff going on. But I bet you sometime around the 25th, we're going to be going, holy shit! Hopefully. We could use it. We could use a good shot in the arm of hype and excitement. JJK collab incoming. A lot of people feel that Notos is hinting at that, but that's just a theory. Mola Monday, everybody. What do you say we do a little bit better in Heart of Orbis? What could possibly be better than an unknown slate? Watch it drop a bottle of knowledge and make me have to choose. Okay, I hope you guys are having pretty good luck with your Heart of Orbis. This is my second time ever seeing a double S drop. Let's see if we can do a little bit better. No. You know what's funny is I can just spam it, because anything I would take after this will have an "Are you sure?" button, so we can literally... Oh, okay, what's this? No. No. Oh! Maybe I shouldn't have spammed it. Nobody is to look at the VOD and show me a screenshot. Nobody is to let me know that was a triple S sword. I always take the 20 Mola. I'm in pretty good shape on Mola. There's no way I'm not taking a freaking unknown slate. That's crazy. It was probably a dupe. Yeah, it was a dupe. Okay, trust. Ooh. I was like, surely somebody's going to show me a screenshot of the outline of a triple S sword, and I just spam past it. Oh, you're right. It didn't ask. So it was something that was already in storage. It's probably this fucker right here. They pop up all the damn time. Okay. Got a million freaking stigma. Do you know how long it takes to go through a million stigma, 5,100 stigma at a time? Clicking different. I can't even spam the damn button. I gotta do this back and forth every time. Hates it. Can't see the flash blocked it. That's okay. They're right. It didn't pop up a "Are you sure?" button, so it was a dupe. The flash just freaked me out is all. Elemental summons. Who do we want here? We don't want Arunca. Who would be good? Mort would be good. Let's get us another Mort. Hello, Mort. The great Mortelix has come home. The great Mortelix is somehow a warrior. Don't be Arunca. Don't. Okay. You know what? We'll take it. The reason I didn't want Arunca is all three of my Aruncas are triple S already. We'll take Mr. Wukong. I think we'll take a Mr. Wukong. Yes, we will. Very nice. Very nice. A 10 pull ML summon. I don't touch my MLs until the new Mystic is out. Once upon a time, Ruel hit the Mystic banner, and before I pulled on the Mystic banner, I did a single Galaxy summon, and out she popped. And I was like, never again. Never again. I will always burn my Galaxies before I go in on the Mystic. Am I in need of a double edge? I shouldn't laugh, but yikes. That's okay. That artifact's really good on Fire Kairon? Baby? Yuck. I got a couple of those myself, and yeah, Fire Kairon's about the only one that uses it. You can use it on Rylot, but honestly, Rylot's just better on Shepherd of the Hollow. I've seen some people put it on New Kid Auden. Not a fan. Like her on Shepherd, but it's not it's usable. It's just evasion, I think, is getting kicked square in the balls here, so we'll have to see how important evasion is. It seems like they're giving you more and more ways to go around evasion. Injury Seska? Nah, if you're going to run an Injury Seska, you better put her on her own damn artifacts. You can double tap those injuries. Will top model Lolica be good after the buff? It would be really nice, but no. Any more than she's already good, right? People that already use her, she's going to be disgustingly better, but unless, and it's very, very likely, unless, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you might have nailed it. She might be the one getting the other exclusive equipment, guys. Top model Lolica with a speed-based exclusive equipment would go hard. She would be very good. Wouldn't that be wild? Can you imagine a world where they give a 10 speed EE to top model Lolica? Anybody that plays turn 2 will just quit at that point. They've done so much for freaking Cleave this past balance patch, which is crazy. Like 2 months ago, they're like, Cleave is too strong and turn 2 is struggling. So we're going to do this huge balance patch to make turn 2 better. And that lasted for about 3 months. And then they went, okay, that's enough for you, turn 2, back to cleaving the world. How about injury set on ML Bologna? I mean, you can try it. The problem, I mean, injury set's such a weird ass set. 10 speed EE for Judge Kisei. That would be a little brutal. Top 3 Hall of Famer cleavers. Dude, almost everybody that was in like Emperor and above was cleavers. The only people that weren't cleavers were people that did their best to protect themselves from cleave by hiding behind units like Bystander Hua Young, Monarch of the Sword of Saria, Setska, maybe even some free run action. Yeah, you say Ruel, but here's the problem. You know what happened? All of the people that tried protecting themselves from Ruel, Look what these bastard cleavers started doing. Second most picked unit this season by me was Ruel. Because unless they're going to try to Bryce area cleave you back, I pick Ran Ruel and you can go fuck yourself. There's not a lot you can do to deal with that. So yeah, once all of the cleavers went, oh wow, this Ruel unit's a problem. Hey, how about I anchor with her? And then it was kind of over. Ruel had me build a fast Ruel and I never picked it. Dude, this Ruel. I think his Ruel got me my frame, 100%. Fast Ruel on idols. Absolutely terrorized people that tried to play slow. They kill my whole ass cleave team. She's the last one left alive. They just hit her and hit her and hit her, and she shoots down the CR bar, cycling her skills, S2ing herself, soul burning S1 to stay alive, and then bam, one of my units is back. I don't know if he even shows it after the log reset, or I would just show you an ocean of Ran Ruels or DN Ruels, Free Rin Ruels, Lady of the Scales Ruels. Those that was my flow chart, right? First pick, DN Lady of the Scales, Free Rin. That was my first pick. Second pick, Ruel. And that's it. And if they somehow picked Ruel, I picked one of my other units as second pick and switched from Ran Cleave to Bryce area Cleave and rendered their Ruel not ineffective, but harder to use. You didn't just call her child bearer cigarette gunner. That's crazy. We're projecting a bit. Tired of the Ruel boss? Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it all pans out. In Derp we trust. I bet the house on Veritas. How'd you guys bet on this? Momo land at 1.1 to 1. It just wasn't even worth voting on. It's all on the top. Which way did you guys go? You went with Veritas? Palladia is powerful. They are insanely good. But I'm trusting that the Very Boys are gonna pull it through. I just bet the house on it, man. God, if they win, when they win, the payout 5,000 points at a 4.6 to 1 ratio. It's literally gonna double. Well, not double, but it's gonna damn close to double my score. You're all in on Palladia? Yeah, I think everybody is all in on the top fight. A handful of people just said, screw it, I'm playing it safe and bet everything on Momo land, and they're going to walk away with a 10% return on investment, which isn't going to pay out much. But the real gotcha players out there, the real gamblers, they looked at Palladia and they looked at Veritas, and they flipped a coin, read the bones, talked to their friends, and went all in on one or the other. Yeah, I did pretty good the other round too. I didn't get 16K, but I got a decent pay. I got 6K. God, how'd you get 16K? That's wild. Mock win? What do you mean it's? I never watched this video for the free leaf. I found what you missed. You worked hard on that, didn't you, Cookie? That's freaking hilarious. Oh my god, I have not done expeditions at all. Okay, let's just almost 10 days into the month. I'm sure nobody's going to get any use out of this, but let's talk about the expos real quick. So, Hopeless Symmachus. Let's go ahead and start one up here. For Hopeless Symmachus, I'm just going to go back to the Brieg team. Yes, you can put Freerin in the front, and it speeds it up a great deal. But there's going to be people out there now. We're far enough away from the Freerin collab where people are going to say, I don't have Freerin. It's not fair. So can you give me a team that doesn't involve Freerin? So here you go. Everybody's got Brieg. Everybody's got Tamarin. Everybody should have Wolf Girl. And the back is just your green DPS. Okay? It could be any green DPS. My personal favorite is Mr. Get in there. I know you don't want to do it, but do it anyway. Get in there and fight. Is Fenris. All right? You can use... in place of Fenris, you could use Green Sid. You could use Ram if you were here for the ReZero collab. You could use you saw I had him in there, Urvalin. Any good strong green DPS. I wonder if Saria would work. Saria might work. She might hit hard if you just need a good strong green DPS unit. But yeah, if those of you who saw my previous videos and you said, hey, I can we still use Freerin? Of course you can still use Freerin. She works fine. But we'll try to be a little bit more free to play friendly this time. So anyway, since Brieg is in the front, taking shots to the face, not so much for this fight, but when you do the dark one, you're probably going to want to have him on Sword of Azera. If yours is built soft at all. Mine is not built soft. He can take the hits. But if you're having trouble with your Brieg dying, this one makes sure he stays alive. And this girl right here, just put her on, oops. Put her on Song of Stars. If you don't have Song of Stars, you can put her on, what's that stupid Ranger artifact that gives defense breaks? Elegiac Candle. If you don't have either of those, just put her on a damage boosting artifact. Give her like, I don't know, what's it called? Like Card of Small Miracles or Super Duper Water Gun Shooter. I'm going to be very slow today. Daylight Savings Time kicking my ass. That's it. Infinity Basket for duels, why not? Although you gotta be careful about too many duels speeding the boss up and doing too much damage. And Tamaramarin, a lot of people are like, a fire unit in a water boss? Are you crazy? No, she works just fine. Make sure she's got some bulk. This is actually a little bit thin, so I'm going to turn her imprint on. I would not go much thinner than this. Hopefully the speed helps keep her alive. The slower you run her, the bulkier you better make her, because she's not going to take too many hits. And that's it. That's all she needs. Magahara's Tome's probably her best in slot for cycling and speeding her. The Warfare said completely optional. Completely optional. But it does make it a lot faster if you've got it. And Fenris. Like I said, any good green DPS nuke. You will see Daydream Choker proc when he attacks, making you think, oh, they all lied to me. Daydream Joker's working. No, this is what happens. It procs, it works, and then the effect doesn't get through. So it makes it look like it's working because you see the artifact proc, but the effect never actually gets through. So Daydream Joker, all Daydream Joker is doing for you is giving you 208 more attack and 182 more HP. Nothing else happens. So don't use this artifact. Use any good damage boosting artifact. Probably Dux Noctis is going to be his best in slot. You could use Symbol of Unity. You could use Frantic Flight. That will cascade up pretty quickly on him. There's a lot of other options. And that's it, guys. Push the button and go. Your goal, everybody's skills on, by the way. Your goal is to get a full clear. One time. If you have to manual it, manual it. Because once you do a full clear, these units don't even need gear anymore. Sweeps, you don't even need to have gear on these units. Sweeps will still work. Just get that gear. I mean, take your best Guild War, Arena, and PvP gear off of your units, build the team, get the kill, and then use the Wayback Machine button to put all the gear back where it came from. You can still sweep without gear on these heroes, and a lot of people don't realize that, and it makes it so much better. But you can see we're not having any trouble with our Tamarin staying alive. We're doing pretty decent damage. We got the the defense break and the target back up. Yay, Song of Stars. Keeping that going, and Fenris hits heckin' hard for 183,000 damage in one hit. That's what makes Fenris so good here. How much effectiveness for Brieg, by the way? He gets a 50% bonus to effectiveness when he uses a skill, and you need to get through 100% ER minus 15% absolute resistance means 85% ER. That means you need 85% total effectiveness. Brieg gets plus 50, so Brieg needs 35% effectiveness. Pop, pop, pop. And another big hit. Blammo! Only 100k damage. That time we didn't have a defense break, so the damage wasn't nearly as bad. Man, if Fenris could have only dropped his S3 right there, but he's dropping it right here and doing 61k damage. That was pretty sad. Show me a better hit, Fenris. You can do better than this. 208,000 damage. Get him, Fenris. Yeah, it really is as simple as this. How much effectiveness do you need? Click on the boss's face, no matter what aspect of the game you're in. Whatever effect resistance he has, subtract 15 from it. That's the effectiveness you need. It literally is that simple, because the last 15% don't count. After the entire equation is done and everything is figured out, anything that's over 100%, 15% subtracted from it, because 15% absolute resistance. You can never truly have 100% effectiveness over the effect resistance unless you have an ignore ER skill. So there's always that absolute resistance, but it does make the math a little easy. The reason Brieg only needs 35 is he gets plus 50 on this skill right here, making the defense break easy. And there we go, guys. We are just barely past the halfway point of the fight, and the monster is dead all by myself. Not quite killing him twice in one round, but the fact that we did all that damage and we were barely past the halfway point of the fight shows you that you don't need to be as strongly geared as I am. I could literally take probably Fenris's boots off as long as I can maintain the crit chance and still have cleared the fight before the end. So don't freak out if you're like, I can't build those. Just build as strong as you can. And remember, you can always manual it. You can soul burn for extra damage, all that kind of good stuff. And now that it's done, these guys, they don't even need gear anymore, because you're just going to go into the fight. You're going to press the button and you're going to hit sweep. Here, let me show you. Let's click ready, and let's take you off the team, you off the team, you off the team, and we're going to have Terranor Royal Guard solo it. Okay? You ready for this? Terranor Royal Guard, get him, buddy. Oh my god, Terranor Royal Guard just did 1.9 million. He's not even wearing gear. So yeah, do whatever it takes to get that first clear, and then you don't have to sweat it for the rest of the season. You can just use sweeps. Now, if you want to go in and do manual fights, like you're trying to grind some catalysts or some reforge mats, then go for it. And yeah, Terranor Guard's not the GOAT. For those who missed what I was talking about, I was just trying to prove the point that once you get it done, it maintains the record. Clicking the sweep button just beats the fight. You don't actually have to field a good team again. Destructive Gigantus. This one is a bit more of a pain in the buttocks. For Destructive Gigantus, this is the one where I strongly recommend Sword of Azera on your Brieg. It is the one where it's easiest for that man to die. So make sure you try to have Sword of Azera unless you've got a super tanky Brieg. If your Brieg survives, then leave whatever artifact you want on him. And yeah, mine's occasionally going to miss crit because I took wings off of him, so his crit's not quite there, but I don't care. He's not the principal damage dealer. He's mostly just here for defense breaks, and the 175 speed is by design. You want him slow enough that he goes after the boss jumps, makes life a little bit easier, but it's not required, especially now that we've got Tamarin on Warfare set. If you're not running Tam on Warfare set, again, that's perfectly fine, but you want to make sure that your Brieg is slower than 175. Since Tam's on Warfare set, she's going to push Brieg's ass up anyway. He's going to take turns. But because we've got Tamarin out here immediately in Idol's form doing her strong heals, it's less of a big deal. Yuna is a AoE attack buffer and is a speed booster to the team. She is also our secondary healer with the Bloodstone artifact on her. If you put her own artifact on, she actually contributes to damage pretty good, but I like Bloodstone just for backup healing. Got the number 3 to make her giant space panty laser hit really, really hard, but it's not really that necessary. And Commander Lorena. I'm just running a triple torrent or double torrent pen Commander Lorena to be absolutely thermonuclear about it. You don't need to run. You could run an, I can't believe I'm saying this, an RTA Commander Lorena. Remember for the 15 minutes, everybody thought the scroll would be awesome in RTA? That was a good time. Whatever build you want to put on her, it doesn't matter. She brings a shit ton of damage. If you don't want to use Commander Lorena, that's fine. There are 1,001 nuking units that can work in her place, and if you're like, oh, I always like using Luna, I think Landy is the best here, just use it. Use whatever you want. It's really not that big of a deal as long as you got somebody that can nuke in the back. I have even seen people using top model Luluka in the back and clearing this. Kind of like Fenris on the other team. You got your core free-to-play heroes in the front, and then Heinz 57. I'm going to use Lorena because pretty much everybody either has her or can lay their hands on her. Let's get this fight started. Now, in a perfect world, you would want Brieg to use his S2 after the boss jumps so that you can dispel the electrocution. But if you're using a Warfare set Tamarin, that's not really going to be possible because everyone gets pushed up, which means everybody gets a speed buff, which means Brieg's going to do his thing first. So when the boss does his thing, everybody's going to get stripped, and that kind of sucks. But luckily, Tam will be around for her second idle burst and will be able to get the attack buff back to everybody. And we get some pretty good damage right out of the space. Pop. Nice hit. Here's the big attack buff. All of our nice buffs are stripped, but non-attack skill. Now everybody's got the attack buff back. Non-attack. Oh, that was an attack skill. Is that supposed to dual attack? Anyway, Brieg hit. Taking some electrocution damage. Topping off with a healing. I didn't mention it before, but make sure you have 100 effect resistance on your Tam. Only 100. 100 ER makes you immune to that cannon. That cannon is one that turns your skill cooldowns down, and nobody else really cares about that except Tam. You don't want your primary healer skills to be turned down. Now, my Tam doesn't have 100% because I foolishly thought I could use her in RTA, so I've got to rebuild her ass into a real Tamarin. She's going to get her skills cooled down, but I'm going to show you that it still works out even if you're trying to run a PvP Tamarin. But yeah, in a perfect world, try to get 100 ER on that girl. Okay, there's the boost. Speed buff. Hit. Pop. Big hit from Lorena. Another pow. Okay, Brieg, get your shields up. You used Assassin Kali? Sure. Like I said, the back row damage dealer is kind of player's choice. One thing I do strongly recommend, though, is especially if you're not going Warfare set, make your Tam as fast as possible. That doesn't die on the Water Expo, right? Because high speed on your Tam, cycling your Tam is critical to keeping your Brieg alive. The slower your Tam is, the tankier your Brieg better be. But as you can see, we have now successfully passed the halfway point of the fight, and we are over 900K. Remember, 1.8 million is our goal, so we've already passed it. Wow, not having that 100 ER on my Tamarin kind of sucks a little bit. Speed buff for the team, attack buff reestablished. Having Tam and Yuna both spamming attack buff is huge. And you notice you've got the magic combo. Speed buff on us, speed down on the enemy. That's 30% up for us, 30% down from us. It's a 60% speed differential. Huge. We really need to get rid of that defense buff. That's kind of countering our defense break. 50% up from the defense buff and 75 down for the defense break. And there's the halfway point, guys. At 1.2 million, we've just hit the halfway point of the fight. We only need 600k more. Oh, man. Tam needs effectiveness and effect resistance. What was I thinking? I was thinking, hey, I'm going to use Tam and RT. That's going to be funny. I say, those of you who are using Tam successfully in RTA, I tip my hat to you. You're out there living the dream and actually playing the game for fun. Get 'em, Brieg. Now, again, you can be out here soul burning your Commando Arena. Remember, this skill with a soul burn goes right into the S1, which means I could be hitting again. So you can ramp up the damage. If you're having trouble killing, you don't quite have the damage, just do it on manual. Soul burn your Tamarin for extra heals. Soul burn your Commando Arena for extra hits, for giga damage. You will chew through this so much faster with, again, way lower quality gear than what I've got. And, once it's done once, you're just sweeping it. You don't even need gear. You don't even need units to run the sweeps, right? Unless you're wanting to come back and farm for more dark reforge mats. There we go, guys. Giant space panty laser to finish it off. Yuna, actually, it's pretty hard when she wants to, just not right there. That was embarrassing, Yuna. Lorena had to take care of it for you. Okay, there we go. 1.8 million. Very, very clean run. And after this, we just sweep them, am I right? Look at this poor bastard. Sweep. You're welcome. Okay, the last one is the Light Expedition. What a giant pain in the butt this one is. We're going to try something a little bit new today. Cookie pointed this out to me, and it looks like a pretty neat idea, because one of the biggest complaints about this one is the reliance on limited heroes. So let's go ahead and get a poster up here. So one of the more popular ways to do this was with Fahrakin in the front instead of Brieg. Works great. Again, trying to be away from Fahrakin a little bit. Another one is using Cerise in place of Wanderer Silk. Works pretty well. The Wanderer Silk team works, but it's not as stable because Wanderer Silk, sometimes she dies, and building a DPS Wanderer Silk feels weird. I went ahead and built a second Wanderer Silk so I could have a nuclear DPS Silk. Not so much for her to do damage, but for her to do enough damage that she self-heals. But we're going to try this today with the queen herself, Kali. Now, if you don't have Kali, we're going to go ahead and use Wanderer Silk for this one. I'm going to avoid using Cerise. Those of you are like, is Cerise still good? Yeah, Cerise is actively best in slot because she has a built-in buff block. None of these other units do. But the built-in buff block on Cerise is great. Cerise is also a limited unit, and a lot of people don't have her. And I don't want people to think they're just locked out of this because they don't have Cerise. Did I say Kali? I meant Chloe. Daylight savings time. Don't at me. I'm really tired. Chloe. The queen herself, Chloe. Okay, same Brieg as before. Again, you don't need this artifact. You can put a DPS one on him if you want to speed it up. I just like that artifact on him for Dark Expo. We're going to use Sirmia if you can't build a Giga Sirmia, or if you have already built a Giga Fenris, you can use Fenris in place of Sirmia. Fenris, remember how he's doing those 200k damages? He will do it here too. But I like Sirmia a little bit better because, well, I hope you can figure it out. And also this #1 exclusive equipment for the chance to double strike with the S1 makes it a lot better. As for an artifact, I've got her on Border Coin to speed her up because she's only 163 speed. I do think you want her on speed boots. You do not want a base speed Sirmia. A Sirmia that does 80k damage in the time it takes and is attacking at this speed. It's like this, right? Would you rather do 80k damage 3 times, or would you rather do 100k damage twice? Base speed is not all it's cracked up to be on Sirmia. Try to get her in the 150 to 170 range so she can take extra turns, put the rest into crit chance, crit damage, attack, and be nuclear. Do not sleep on the damage of Zealot Carmen Rose. If you got a rage set, slap it on her. She hits almost as hard as Sirmia, especially if you've got her on Caladra for an additional layer of damage. She does not need to be on Caladra, but holy crap, it makes her hit hard. The Caladra rage set, this is 30% plus another 30%, so 60% damage into pen. It is wild how hard she hits now. And that's it. She is our stripper and our buff blocker. And of course, we got Brieg for defense breaks. And Chloe, please have gear on. Good. Okay, she's lacking a little bit in speed. Her gear is not optimized. This artifact will not do crap, so let's give her a real one. There's not going to be barriers, but this does do additional damage. You know, we'll just give her a... Where's our beautiful booba? Where'd that go? Max enhance. Common artifacts. Common artifacts. Common artifacts. There we go. Strawberry cake. Whatever. Any damage boosting artifact. Hell, you could even put her on what do you call it? A water gun or symbol of unity, something to help out the rest of the team with their damage. Now, nice thing about Kali is she doesn't need any effectiveness because as long as Magic Nail is applied, she ignores ER, and Magic Nail itself ignores ER, so she's another stable source of defense breaks beyond Brieg. All right. I haven't tried this yet. Let's see if it works. Okay, everybody's skills are on. Let's see if this works. Magic Nail is applied. That procs the defense buff on the Pursuer, and we got 15% on the Stripped. I love 15% in PvE. Keep it up, Epic 7. We all love 15% in PvE. That's so great. But Brieg gives us a second chance for a Strip, defense break, and most importantly, the slow debuff. We got it all. Unfortunately, we got the defense buff back again, so that kind of sucks. This would have been a guaranteed defense break, but extra damage. We're not going to be doing a lot of damage here because of that stupid defense break. We'll just have to wait for that to come around again. A bonk from the Queen. Greater attack buff for Sirmia. Man, this would hit so hard if that defense buff wasn't up there. Now only 49k damage. There we go. Pop. Look, it's back again. Brieg, can you please strip that bullshit? There we go. Now we're stripped. We apply Magic Nail. Hit. Long live the Queen. Now, buff block. No 15%. Okay, well, we didn't get buff block, so the defense buff is coming back. This is going to be rough, guys. This is going to be rough. We're closing in on the halfway point. We're nowhere near 900k. We really need to get that defense break stripped. Show me a strip. Or defense buff stripped. Bonk. Now, at any point in time, I could turn auto off and soul burn these S3s for an insane amount of damage. You could also turn auto off at the start so that Sirmia could S2 first and soul burn S3 that first attack as well to make really sure you get some good damage out of the gate. But again, I'm just going to try to run auto. We just passed the halfway point. We're really behind. Hey, look, buff block. It does exist. We didn't get 15% at a third time in a row at least. And there's a slow debuff. That's nice. Oh, now you're trying to butter me up with dual attacks. We really need a defense break out here. Please, Brieg, defense break. Go. Lovely. Magic Nail. Okay, Sirmia, we're really going to need a whole bunch of S1 procs to finish this baddie off here. I would love to have soul burned this. We'd have been well over 120k, I think, if I soul burned those S3s. And you can do that if you need to. You can totally do that. Pop. 1.1. Are we gonna make up for lost time, guys? Magic nail. Note this pop damage here. It was almost 12k in pop damage from that double tap on Sirmia's S1. That magic nail really does help bring the damage, especially if you get lucky with her S1 EE. That is a 25% chance to proc. You attack enough, it should go through. The fact that this boss cleanses all of its buffs and strips all your buffs is one of the biggest FUs I've seen Smilegate ever give the community. It's why everybody hates this boss. Please strip him buff block. We got a shot at... What the hell, guys? What the hell? Smilegate just robbed us. Just robbed us. We got no way through it now. Three 15% in a row. That is outrageous. This boss 2 only needs 85, and her strip, her S3, has got 50% built in, so you only need 35% effectiveness. Man, we was robbed. Okay, you know what? Let's, surely I have another poster. This time we don't get cheated. Rose, wake up. There you go, girl. Off to a good start. Defense break and slow debuff, if you could, Mr. Brieg. Nice slow debuff, Brieg. Pow. There's a slow debuff. That's right, Karma Rose has it on her S2. You guys seeing how hard this Rose is hitting? And I know Cerise is really good, but Chloe is contributing to the damage as well. The nice thing about Cerise is that we get these windows, like right here, where the defense buff slips through because we aren't spamming buff block as stable, as often. Now, that's where Wanderer Silk came in. Although Wanderer Silk doesn't have buff block, her S2 and her S3 both strip. So when he gets the defense buff, chances are Wanderer Silk's going to be able to strip it away so everybody can keep doing consistent damage. And that's what makes Silk really, really good in this over other dual attacking units. Bam! Show me what you got, Sirmia. Nice! Pop. Sirmia in with her big S3. There we go. So we're right up against it. There's the halfway point. We're just a little bit shy. Just a little bit shy. We maintain the buff blocks. I think we should be fine. Everybody's ramping up. Remember, Sirmia's, what do you call it? Her border coin is speeding her up. I'm back and forth on whether Sirmia is better on border coin or just a damage dealing artifact. As long as we keep proccing these S2s. A little bit harder to do the damage here with this team, but I just wanted to give you options. Something that I haven't done before. The nice thing about this one is the other ones, there's kind of like 3 required heroes, right? This one, there's only 2 required heroes, Carmen Rose and Mort. And really even Mort could be subbed out for Cecilia, but who doesn't have Mort? And Carmen Rose is a 3-star, so she's pretty free. The other 2 can be subbed out. Instead of Sirmia, you can use Fenris. I think you can even use Fahrakin in place of Sirmia, although that'd be a little crazy on the damage. And for, yeah, I said Bree. What was I calling him before? Again, daylight savings time. Don't at me. It's been a rough 24 hours. And for the bottom unit, I still think Cerise is probably best in slot. You can definitely use Wanderer Silk. You could probably get away with Fahrakin because her S3 is a strip. That would work too. But Chloe, is just a fun addition, and the extra damage makes it pretty clean. You can see this time we are easily going to clear that 1.8 million, especially if we keep getting luck sack dual attacks like that. 1.7, 1.7, and one more time for the people in the back, take it off auto, soul burn your Sirmia, and do insane damage. Right here. You soul burn this, it will hit so heckin' hard. So you don't have to have the insane gear that I'm having. You just got to play it on manual. And I know nobody wants to play manual. I get it. But it's just one time, because once it's done, then you can go full auto, or you can go full sweeps and you don't even need gear. Take your best gear, put it on the units, get it done one time. Then you can move the gear back where it came from and then just sweep your way to victory. Unless you're just helping a buddy clean up his fight. And that's it, guys. That is your expedition video, week and a half late. Sorry about that. Hopefully it was informative and helped you out. Check out my other expedition videos if you don't want these teams. You want to see how islands are built. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you guys have a great rest of your week. Take care, Epic 7. Any recommendations who I should get in the Galaxy shop? I don't have Hua-Young or Bologna. Then you should get Hua-Young and Bologna, but you should wait and see how Bologna performs, and you should make sure you can build a Hua-Young before you get her. If you have the choice between getting one or the other, right now it is 1000% Hua-Young, but we haven't seen the impact of Bologna is going to make. Bologna will be here in her fully realized Super Saiyan mode on the 12th, and this shop doesn't go away until April. So wait and see if Super Saiyan Bologna is going to be insane, if she's going to be the new meta, if she's going to be the most toxic thing ever and you can't play RTA without her, or if she's going to be a blip on the radar and everybody's just going to pick Xeno and she's going to die on the vine. We don't really know. Let other people try her out first and then make an informed decision. And if she turns out to be the best thing ever, and she is definitely easier to build, then get her. If she turns out to be a total dud, Hot Topic Hua-Young is insane, and I have a whole video on ways to build her. That's my advice to you. And of course, you know, waifu before skill set, so, you know, just pick whichever one you think's the prettiest. If you're going to think with a little head, then I don't know why you're asking me for advice. Go with what you like. Tristen, remember the guy I reported to you a few days ago? I saw him again in RTA today. I reported him over the link you sent me. Okay, yeah, just keep swinging at him. I'll re-up my report on it. I wish they would. They've gotten to the point where I send that in and they just say, we're really busy over here. Could you just report it through the channels and the CS team will take care of it? And it feels like they don't. So I'll mention it to him. It's like, hey, we did what you said, and the guy's still out there, not banned. Weren't we going to do an Abyss playthrough? No. Is somebody cheating in RTA? Nah, somebody just had a freaking anti-Semitic racist profile card needed to be thrown in the dumpster. Probably some like 14-year-old kid who thinks he's being cool and edgy instead of an asshole. You know the type. Yeah, yeah, I'm right there with you, Knight. No place for it. Stay out of channel 1 also. Voice chat 1 is a freaking cesspool, man. I wonder if after maintenance we're going to see the guild changes. I bet we do. I bet after maintenance, the guild hall, they load up the guild hall. They might even shut down RTA for a week. Say goodbye to the table and map and giant sprites, because we're going to be going to a big open hallway where everybody's going to be a little smaller, but we're going to see more. Who's going to be released on the pod? Who's going to be on the pod this week? Haven't decided yet. Haven't decided yet. I'll talk to Higa. I'm not sure what time zone he's in, if he'd be able to do it, but It'd be kind of fun if we could have Higa on, huh? Talk about the RTA season and stuff. So on the 12th, the big changes happen, right? And you want to be aware of... Where did it go? I've got it here somewhere. Yeah, okay, so on the 12th, the balance patch goes live. A lot of units are going to change. A lot of people are excited about their waifus or husbandos. But one of the other things that's going into effect is the imprint system is changing. And the big one is this bottom one right here. 16.8% is going to 18. Everybody's basically going to be getting 1 point something to 2% more crit chance, right? I guess 1%. Anyway, rounding off the whole ass numbers. It'd be different if we went from 16.8 to 17. That actually would be easier to deal with. But because we're going from 16.8 to 18, there's a lot of people out there who are going to be 1 to 2% over critted, and on some units that can matter. I'll put this link in the description. Okay, I'll link it to you guys right here. This is the hero page, and you can click on this central tab right here that says self-imprint and select crit chance. That's effect resistance. Very good, Tristen. Crit chance. And you can see every unit in the game that has a self-crit chance imprint. And then you can look through and figure out which one of these you use the most. Which one's important to you? Argent Waves Hua Young, Kairon, Ran, Says, Mort, Judge Kisei, Vivian, Sylvan Sage Vivian, Eternal Wanderer Luthering, they soon to be buffed and probably getting an EE, right? Top model Lulika, Bystander Hua Young, all of these units, Lionheart Sirmia, all these units have a self-crit imprint, even frickin' Commander Lorena out here with a self-crit imprint. So now is probably a good time to start looking at your heroes and start moving gear around and getting ready for Thursday, so that on Thursday you are not overwhelmed by all this content is out, but I got to regear my account. Yes, for a couple of days you're going to be understated on crit, right? For a couple of days, who is somebody that I did recently? DN wasn't one of them. On. For a couple of days, I might miss some crits with my free run. Boo fucking who. Are you worried you're not going to be able to do really well in preseason RTA? Are you worried you're not going to get those like 15 or 20 mystics from kicking somebody's ass in preseason Guild Wars? It's okay. It's okay if maybe you lose an arena fight because you were 1.2 crit chance under critted. When the bounce patch goes into effect, bam, she's going to jump right up to 100%, and I don't have to build her. Build her now. Go adjust your crit chance units now. Or if you've got fribbles, there is nothing wrong with pre-building everybody in fribbles, and then when it goes live, it's just a matter of going in and moving your gear around to match your fribbles, and it's faster. But I think if you wait until Thursday to go and regear your whole ass account, you're going to lose your heckin' mind doing this, because this is a lot of heroes impacted by this change. And given a lot of them aren't used, but funny thing, crit chance imprint units are probably the strongest units in the game. There's a lot of meta units. I mean, for every Benny Maru that's in here, there's a freaking Janua, right? For every off meta Ren, there's a Ram. So jump on that. Don't wait to regear your account. Now, the other changes that are coming, of course, everybody's going to get attackier, defensier, and HPier. I do think it's kind of hilarious that Smoggy acknowledges that effectiveness and effect resistance are so unimportant that they're not getting changed at all. So that's a whole thing. And then the dual attack chance. Everyone's like, oh my god, they're doubling it. Suddenly dual attack chance units are going to be powerhouses. And that's true. All one of them. Because currently the only hero in the entire game that has an AoE dual attack chance imprint that is a 5-star is Milam. Unless you guys are running the meta-shattering Shadow Rose or are CR pushing with a 400 speed Lots, you're not going to find a dual attack chance imprint on anybody that's used an RTA. And for self-imprint, the pool is even more shallow with just Gunther and Clarissa. But yeah, the important thing to remember is that everybody is suddenly getting 1.2% more crit chance at the top end, and even at the bottom end, 1.4% more crit chance, or sorry, 0.4% more crit chance. It's enough to round it out. Even if you're sitting here at double S, you're still getting 1% more crit chance. It's free gear score. It's 1.5 gear score going onto your account. So go ahead and move it around. Red Tenny and Purgus? No, just Purgus. Red Tenny doesn't have any dual attack. You're like the 5th person who said, what about Red Tenebria? And I was like, I don't know where you guys are getting that. But she doesn't have dual attack anywhere in her kit. What's the effect resistance one? You're going to make Cookie cry. There you go. It's not changing at all. It's not changing at all. I mean, it's changing in the lower end, but in the lower end, it's changing mostly to get rid of decimals. But I don't know why S is getting 1% more, but double S is like, nope, 27 is good enough for you. Dude, I just showed you the whole list. This is every single unit in the game that has dual attack as an AoE imprint. 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, limited, non-limited, collab, ML. This is all of them. This is every single dual attack AoE dual attack imprint unit in the game. Imagine having Milam can't be me. I've got her. Ask me how many times I've used her in the past year. Some people, you know, Baka uses her. I think he does it more of a labor of love. You think people switch it up because Crimson Noon? Yeah. I mean, Tenny's artifact gives dual attack chance, but that's like saying Green Assaria has dual attack chance. He's got to put Infinity Basket on her. General Purgus tank down. You know, funny. There was a time when everybody was picking Zeo, and we would just go in full on Zeo trap, and G-Purg was a big part of that, and his dual attacks made it even nastier. Those are fun times. Milan's pretty good for the few Mort Senya defenses left. Yeah, I suppose. Man, I hope the changes are coming soon, because it's killing me not spending resources for the guild. Remember when Guiding Light was the second best arty in the game? Yeah. Remember when only mages had artifacts that gave souls? Now every class has got them. Wulf, how to update Fribbles, because mine doesn't show Pursuit and Warfare sets. I'll give you a link. 1 second. Fuck it, I'll just find it. Hang on. It's weird they still don't have a version 1.11 here. Hang on, let me pull it out of his Discord. So you can go here and you can join the Fribbles Discord channel right here. And let me go into Fribbles Discord channel. And we can go over to Honkai Epic 7, update. Where's the damn 11 offline version? Oh, announcements. Star Rail 1.9. Go back here. Does anybody have a quick link to it? Yes, thank you. There it is. Holy shit. Okay, there it is. Offline version. God damn it. So, yeah, use this one. Offline version, right? It'll give you instructions for how to do it. It caches offline cache by default. But this, once you put this one in here, it has it. And then after that, you can import just fine. I am not sure if the new version auto imports Pursuit and Warfare sets or not. I guess I can check real quick. I think it does. Let me look here. Gear, rings, warfare rings. I have got 6 warfare set rings, and over here I've got here rings, warfare set. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it's auto importing. So yeah, I wish it was a little bit more straightforward, but there you go. I lost track. What were we talking about again? What were we doing? We're not doing holotrials. F that noise. Yeah, give me about 10 minutes. I'm just wrapping it up. It's actually really helpful for Fribbles. I'm glad he asked. Good. I was glad it's helpful too. Nice on the auto import speed. Ooh, show me something good. Speed. Okay, guys, this is it. This is my first 25 speeder, right? Surely. Bam! It's okay. It's actually, if we can get at least 2 rolls into speed, this could go on my shoe. Son of a bitch! Now it's absolutely useless. Unfrickin' fortunate. It's not useless right now. Now it winds up on... No, it's way too slow for Fire Ida, but it could go on Bellion. This is a 3F Bellion piece if I ever saw one. fine. It's not good for Senya. It's not good for anybody now. It'll probably... We're over it. The game gave me this yesterday, so I can't complain too much. That's a really nice hat. And my Renak is pretty happy about it. What is the chance to get otherworldly pieces? Math is rough on it, and they seem to change it mid-swing last time around. As best I can tell, it's about a 3 to 5% chance per run on Breach, and it's about a 1 to 3% chance per run on hunts. But the sample pool's rough on that. Warfare pursuit sets be so annoying to make something good out of. Let me tell you too. Imagine what it's going to be like when this breach closes. Imagine what it's going to be like getting good. Let's just say warfare set pieces. Let's say you need to gear a warfare unit, right? You started after breach is gone, and now it's over in Rift, where you have a 25% chance to get the piece, and it's 60 to 70% chance likely to be purple instead of red, and there's no chance for it to be otherworldly, and you're going to get 3 other pieces that you don't want, and you're going to get random reforge reforge mats, so that when you do get it, it's going to be hard to upgrade it. And it takes forever to do a single run because it's fucking Rift. That's going to be great. I'm worried that is Smilegate's end goal for Rift. Because look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6. 4 out of 6. That's a pet piece, so we don't count that. Or no, that's a bonus piece. That's actually that's legitimately a bonus from the buff event. 4 out of 6 of these were red, and one of them was shiny. The rates are so much worse for Rift. And here, there's only 2 possibilities. In Rift, there's 4. You go from a 50-50 chance of getting the set you want to a 25% chance of getting the set you want, and it's going to be lower quality, and there's going to be no otherworldly, and it's going to take forever to grind it. And eventually, that's where all these are going to go. All of the niche sets, people are like, why bother farming Rifts? Like, yeah, right now there is no reason to farm Rift, but a couple of otherworldly seasons from now, people are like, okay, I just pulled Afternoon Soak Flan. Where can I find Riposte set? Hey, yeah, about that. Hey, I want to make my Renak. How can I get Pursuit set? Well, good luck with that, buddy. Yeah, it's going to suck. And that's why I strongly encourage all you guys that when you are farming, when you're doing your buff event farming and you get this stuff, that you... that when you go and you use your simple selection, that you extract. You never, ever sell this gear. You always extract. And that way, when you do need to make a piece, right? A year from now, when the only way to get pursuit sets are from Rift, and they drop a unit that's got pop damage, and you need to make some pieces for it, you can haul your ass over to the Steel Workshop and say, it is time for me to make some pursuit armor. And you have got the mats to make some pursuit armor. And it's guaranteed to be the set you want. And it's guaranteed to be red. And it's guaranteed to be the piece that you need. That is so much better than farming Rift forever. And that's the value of the blue boxes. This is a whole lot better than doing a Rift run for a disappointing purple. Even though this piece is even more disappointing than doing a Rift run. Hey, you know what? Slow ass belly in piece, right? For sure. Bygones. So, yeah. Unless Smilegate steps up and changes Rift, and I'm not entirely sure their goal is to change Rift. I think their goal is to make people say, oh, that's where I go to pick up the rejects from Breach so we don't have to make a whole new hunt. You know, they said instead of Rift being hunt 14, Rift has just become its own hunt, and it's the way to get these sets that you need, and maybe take some of the sting out of 75% of the drops not being the set you want, so they can at least be sets that are decent, like Speed and Destro or Torrent or Immunity, things you're farming on the side anyway. New players shouldn't waste their mystics on no toast. New players should wait for a few days to see if it is wasting their mystics or the best investment they've ever made. I've been pretty doom and gloom about no toast. I have been, and I don't think I'm wrong on it, but I've been very wrong on other units before. I know Loki is over there steepling his fingers in glee, waiting to say, I told you so, and you know what? You know who's going to be even happier than Loki if I'm wrong about Notos is me, because I love Notos. I think he looks cool and sounds cool, and I want to be able to play him and see him in the game, so I hope I'm very wrong, and I hope he's amazing, but just in case he isn't, new players should definitely stay their hands and wait for the veterans to try him out and test him out and see if he's good. And then buy it. Worst thing in the world you want to do is go all in on a unit, and then it turns out the unit wasn't very good, and then the next unit is the most broken thing ever, and you're like, well, that sucks. I bought the crapper, and now the good thing is out, and I can't afford the good thing unless I spend. Yeah, it's time to go play Star Rail. You don't want to be that person. Remember when people said Hellion Lua is bad? Hellion Lua was really good when she came out, and enough people said she was bad that Smilegate buffed her, and then she became the most broken thing ever. And even this season, she was surprisingly good. But look at Witch of the Mirror Tenebria. Everybody said she was going to be game-endingly broken, that nobody was going to be able to play the game because of this unit, that she was literally would destroy the game. And is Witch of the Mirror Tenebria of good? Yes, she is powerful. She's one of the top end RTA units, but she is far from unstoppable, and she didn't unbalance the game. And that's the other side of the coin. I was wrong about Witch too. I thought Witch was going to be like Lady of the Scales on steroids level, hard to play against. And she's good, but she's not that good. So we'll see. We'll see how she pans out. I'm going to do one more of these. I've let so much stamina expire. I really need to get back to grinding. Remember when everybody was realizing that releasing Knockwall is the end of the E7 videos? Was I one of those? I can't remember if I was if I overreacted to Knockwall or not. How's the raid fusion going? I need to finish Fire Knight, but I'm caught up in everything else. I'm going to put out a raid video today, and then maybe we'll play some raid tomorrow. Show me! No shiny. Hey, yo. It's not otherworldly, but who wants this? Does anybody want this? Who wants this? Somebody give me a See, that's the weird thing about Warfare set. How many units want crit? Speed Notos. Yeah. Sure. You know what? Let's see if we can penta-roll speed and have a Notos piece. Where did it go? I need double 4s just to get to 20. It ain't worth it. Yeah, it's cooked. If it rolls attack one more time, it's better than percent main. If it rolls flat percent attack one more time, it's higher gear score than a quad rolled flat attack with a percent attack main. This is stupid. This is stupid. This is stupid. We're doing it anyway. Oh well. Oh well. Dude, if it had hit percent attack, it would have been so good. It would have been busted good. Nah, I ain't keeping it. It's trash. The units that use this set demand excellence. Oh yeah, I don't regret taking the gamble. It was worth the gamble. This one's weird. So few pursuit set users care about crit. So few. With pursuit with crit chance, crit damage can be used somewhere, or is it just poop? It's pretty much just poop. It's not that they can't be used, it's just that they typically aren't. Because pursuit set's about enhancing pop damage, and pop damage doesn't care if you crit or not. So you gotta find units that do need crit chance, but the pop, yeah, Kayron jumps to mind, ML Kayron, because his pop damage is huge and greatly benefits from it, but it's only off of one move, and everything else, it's all about crit chance, crit damage, right? Urban Shadow Shu is another one. Other than that, they typically are poop. Does Pursuit buff artifacts like 3F and Moas? It most certainly does, Mr. Ace, but it does not buff debuffs. It does not buff dot effects, burns, bleats, bombs, that kind of stuff doesn't work on that, but it most certainly does, and that's why everybody is farming Pursuit set for their Throne / 3F Bellions, is it just really enhances that damage. We're gonna forgive the crit damage just on a chance that we hit that high attack again. Okay, you're holding my attention. Okay, we're done now. Oh man, that was Warfare set. What the fuck was I thinking? Pro tip, don't roll gear after daylight savings time. Okay, let's forgive the crit chance and just see if we can get really high HP on this. Fuck yourself, game. Ugh. You know, there is a world that could be good. Is that world here, guys? World is no longer here. I'm almost done, Issa. Guys, I'm getting highly pressured to take my daughter outside, so I am going to wrap it up. And join me in Discord, discordwulf.com. I'll probably be sitting in Discord chat for a bit tonight, regearing, talking shop, hang out with you guys there. And yeah, thanks for being part of a fun stream for a sleepy Mola Monday. If you have any questions, again, hit me up in Discord. Otherwise, you guys have a great rest of your week. And let's see who is playing Epic 7 today. Wow, we really are out here holding down the category, aren't we, guys? Anybody know any of these people? Who is Mystic70? He's only got one viewer and he's not in follower only mode, so let's go make his day. Everybody go say hi to Mystic0, who's out here grinding away. So I've rated Xander before. I typically don't like sending my chats into a non-English speaking chat. So let's go support the newbie. Let's go support the newbie, guys. He's out here climbing through the store. You know he's going to need some help. He's going to need some advice, and you guys are the best for that. So I will send you over there. You guys have a great rest of your Monday. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and get some sleep tonight, guys. It's rough out there.